God, I love that flag.
Sometimes I feel weak, I can't move my feet. Now I'm miles away. Sometimes I can't breathe, so effortlessly you left me with nothing.
Thank you for your service, sir. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Got my coffee. Coffee. Oh. Never did end up drinking, getting to Timmy's, and I actually never made a coffee yesterday. I had no coffee yesterday, so we're gonna have to drink like 20 cups of coffee today. We're gonna make up for lost time, you know. So that means no hike today. I'm probably because I'm also very sore from yesterday, and apparently it's supposed to rain later on today. So let's see if we can do this without falling down. Whee. Okay, step 1. Can we get to step 2, or at least get on step with both feet? There we go. All right. All right, no hands. Look at that, man, no hands. Oh, I got a bug already. God dang it. Get out of my coffee. Out. Jesus, Murphy. Ow, that's hot. Who knew? Freshly boiled coffee or water is hot. Oh, that's my coffee. I'm caffeine deficient right now, so get away from it. I don't know what I'm going to do today. Probably go do some laundry. He told me they have a laundromat, washer and dryer down there, so maybe I'll head down there and get some laundry done. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful morning. Had to put a fan on my bed yesterday because I left the vents open. And, yep, my bed was soaking wet. But I dried it off by the time I went to bed. I have a little, well, actually, it used to be my wife's, little USB fan, electric fan. And just plug that in. It was great for when you sit around the computer and, I'm babbling. Okay. I'm gonna have coffee. Talk to you later. Hey, little guy. All right, Clubby. Let's go do some laundry. Yeah, we got to go all the way down the hill to do the laundry. Right down to where the beach area is. So, yeah. Let's go figure this out. Hey, maybe we'll even take a shower. Just like, of course we will. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Yes, I got my water. Yes, laundry. Clubby. Let's go. Hey, little guy. Well, you guys really like it here, eh? You're very friendly. I wonder what kind of bird you are. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me. My goodness, you're so friendly. Yeah, so I got laundry in. I'm just hanging out here with my new buddies, which I don't know. They're so friendly. And apparently I have good internet here, so I'm going to apologize now for the 1 hour video. Well, hello. You just like being on camera, don't you? Yeah. Anyway, laundromat's right over there, and it's a great place. I mean, so much has been put into this place, you can tell. And I think it's just awesome. Lutheran Church, I mean, I gotta hand it to them. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I should go visit them and say thank you for letting me stay at your camp. I don't know. I'm making content. No, I don't know. That's not even content, really. But yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here. I got good service here, so I'm uploading a 1 hour video. Oh my goodness, 1 hour. Anyway, we'll see you. But I think it's worth it. The 1 hour video. I mean, there's a lot in that, and that was quite the hike, let me tell you. But anyway, we'll talk to you later. You know, I've talked about this many times before, and I'm going to talk about it again, because it really, I've heard something, and where do we go with this? Okay, I'm not connected enough, and nor do I have a means to do this, and I'm not sure how to go about it. I mean, I'm sure I could probably write a letter or something. But honestly, this is what I do. I make videos. So I'm going to make this video specifically to Pierre Polievre, and or any politician really, but primarily Polievre, because he actually said something that I think is a good idea. One of the first things he's going to do when he gets elected, and which we can pretty much bet on is a foregone conclusion right now. One of the first things he wants to do is he wants to have an economic something or other summit, or I don't know how he words it, but he wants to have, this is very wobbly. Well, good thing there's a ladder there for me to get back out. You may not see this video. No, I'm just kidding. One of the things he wants to do, he wants to create an economic summit or something to that effect, where he's going to open it up to people giving solutions to Canada for economic prosperity, and, you know, a way to change the Canadian economy so that it actually is beneficial to all. Well, I've talked about this many times in the past, and, well, I'm going to talk about it again, because the best way to get a message out is to keep repeating your message. So I'm going to repeat it one more time. So, Pierre Polievre, I have a request of you. You have the accountants, and you can figure out the exact numbers and everything yourself. In 2017, or sorry, not 2017, in 1917, Canada introduced income tax. Now, it was a temporary measure. It was a temporary measure to help fund our war efforts, okay? And Canadians signed up for this in agreement as a temporary measure to help fund the war efforts of the Great Wars. because Canada was basically gone bankrupt, and we needed to fund everything. We were in serious dire economic hardship. Okay, but for some bizarre reason, you've just kept it around. It's been over 100 years now. I think we paid for the Great Wars by now. Okay, in the sacrifices and financially. We have rebuilt our country. We have one of the richest nations in the world right now. Okay? We have resources the world is looking for. Canada has oil fields. We have minerals and ores. We have timber and lumber. We have fresh water. We have fish and coastal ocean fishing. We have a lot of what the world wants, and a lot of places they have one, maybe two of the things I say, but they don't have as much as Canada does. Canada's economic future should rely on a consumption tax. It should not be on an income tax. Frankly, an income tax is nothing more than a punitive measure to making a living. Canadians have been paying the price for all of our social programs and everything by making a living. It is so wrong in every possible way. Where, if you think about the free market, okay, the free market works in such a way that, you know, the price of goods is based on the demand of those goods. If there's a high demand of it, you end up paying a higher price. It's a housing market. So a consumption tax would make more sense than an income tax. An income tax, all it does is suppress workers. An income tax suppresses somebody from... Donald Trump just actually did this in a speech. He's talking about doing part of this. He's saying overtime workers, nope, no more. No more taxes for overtime. You will not be taxed on overtime hours. Now, that's a good step forward, but frankly, in Canada, we are such a rich, rich nation. Why do Canadians not benefit from the prosperity potential of this great nation? No, instead, we decide we're going to penalize you for making money. It's so counterproductive. The potential for productivity in Canada would be so much better off if we didn't have an income tax. If you didn't pay tax on making money and you only paid tax on consumption, well, then you would only consume what you want to spend, what you're willing to spend. But making the money, you shouldn't be punished for making money. That's productivity. That gives you the drive to get out. You can't afford to go buy that new Lamborghini, like me. Well, get out there and make some money. Well, I don't want to get out there and make more money because then it bumps me into another tax bracket. And then I end up losing even more. And those extra hours I put in and all that extra effort I put in, it isn't cost effective for me. I don't get that far ahead for doing something that should be promoted. Something that it should be encouraged. But no. We want to punish you for making money. That is such a dumb thing. Canada's paid the price for World War I and World War II. All right? It's time to end income tax. What say you, Polievre? Do you want to end it today? Do you want to end income tax? End this temporary tax that was promised to Canadians as a temporary measure after over 100 years. I think it's time. I think Canadians have paid enough. Now, your accountants are going to have a bit of work to do to figure out how to do this, but you need to end income tax. Encourage people to get out there and make money. And Canada will be the most prosperous nation ever. Well, laundry's done. Ready to go back? We gotta go up that hill. Up. Zig and zag all the way up there. Oh well, it is what it is. Embrace the suck. Well, guys, if you remember, back when I bought this thing, I accidentally called it mandarins, and then I corrected myself. No, they're clementines. But I said, they're basically the same thing. But this is supposed to be clementines. Does it say product of South Africa? Okay. Sure if you can see that. It's right here. Okay. And they're supposed to be different things. Well, I just pulled the last one out. And what does it say? South African mandarin. So, why do they call them clementines when they're mandarins? Like, why do we have two different names for the same orange? Like, okay, they're bigger than normal mandarins, but I mean, they're the same. Like, they're just marketing makes no sense. This has to be political. I am certain of it, because mandarin is a Asian name for this type of orange. But I don't know. I know they're the same, but they're not the same because of different names. So why would you have mandarins in a clementine bag? The questions that elude us. Dun, dun, dun. You know, I wasn't quite done with you, Polievre, or explaining everything. It's a little hard to do that, you know, when you're just trying to do it in a one-off thing and you don't use scripts, you're just using the top of your head. Because I think that's where the best ideas get rolled around, is when it's just in the top of your head. And sometimes you have a good idea, but it doesn't, you don't think so, so you just kind of roll it past, and you just, God, I'm babbling now. Sorry. Oh, look, they have an archery range, apparently. Huh. I'll go down and see what that's all about. Kind of hidden behind the trees, but yeah, they have an archery range. That's kind of cool. I used to bow hunt. Anyway, Polievre, right? Squirrel! Squirrel! Anyway. Yeah, this whole thing about, you know, the richness of Canada. We tout it around the world, right? Like, we say, hey, look at us. We're one of the richest nations on the earth. And we really are. We really are. But it's not just in capital wealth that we're rich. We're rich in abundance. You know, this country, this land has so much that Canada its citizens should be benefiting from. But we don't. You know, and this is where the income tax thing comes in. You know, I'm 100% free healthcare across the board. You could never convince me to go to private healthcare. I think healthcare is essential for all Canadians. And the argument will be, oh, well, that's why we have to income tax you. No, Canada's a rich country, remember? Shouldn't she be able to fund our healthcare? I mean, you think about how much gold we pull out every year out of all the mines in Canada. Okay? Like, that's so much money. Oh, sorry. Little gnats are... It's because it rained yesterday and the gnats are just being annoying. Sorry about this. It's... Yeah, Clubby's with me, by the way. Have you asked 3 people to watch the video to help him more? You can donate if you like, but the easiest way to help is get 3 people to watch. Back to your regularly scheduled moron walk. Anyway, where was I? Sorry. Oh yeah, why can't this country afford our health care for us? Like, I'm not saying nationalize all our gold mines or anything like that. Like, I get it, okay? But those resources are Canadian resources. Same with our oil fields. I mean, those resources are Canadian resources. So yeah, let's exploit them. We'll try and do it the best environmentally conscious way we can. But, you know, we really should be taking advantage of all the resources here. Apparently we have lithium now, which is really weird. Although I don't know if we should be doing much with the lithium thing, because apparently it kills waterways. It strips the waterways of all oxygen and completely kills the waterways. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about lithium to actually make a real decision on whether I'm in favor of it or not. I'm not informed enough. Just the random things that I've heard. I guess this is the archery range. It looks like it's all closed up for the season. But I see an ATV trail right on the other side of that birch there. And you can see it goes up over there. And there's another ATV trail here that goes up that way. And there's a road over here. Now the highway's right there, so this one would be rather short. So let's go this way, because I'm talking to Polievre. So why couldn't these things afford our health care? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. You can cut waste and everything, but why do Canadians have to pay out of pocket for free healthcare? We tout it. We literally call it free healthcare, and it's not free because we all pay income tax. It's not free. Of course, I understand in the real world, nothing's free. Not even free speech these days. You gotta pay with going to court for 2 years. Anybody heard? I haven't been paying attention to the news. Tomorrow get out yet, but I'm off track. Squirrel. Looks like this is where they're gathering their shrubs. I don't know. Hope he does something with it. Anyway, like, I understand that the world's not free. But as a nation that touts all this freedom and, you know, this wonderfulness we have towards Canada and what Canada has to offer, and we tell everyone, oh yeah, Canada is one of the richest nations on earth, but the Canadian people don't benefit from that. Like, you look at that steelworker who confronted Trudeau. He said, I'm paying 40% tax, man. What am I getting for it? Like, really? What do we get? We get a lot of bureaucrats. We got a lot of red tape. Yeah, I know, Polly, I'd be talking about reducing all that. I know what that means. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but we know what it means. Oh, look. Ground cherries. I just finished some oranges, so I'll leave those ones behind. Maybe you can grab them when you're up here visiting Luther Village. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Jeez, having issues with that. Okay, our military, I mean, we shouldn't be... we should be able to get 2% of GDP. I mean, come on. It's just sad we're not spending that on that. It should be automatic. It should be like healthcare number 1 and military number 2 to maintain our responsibilities. Again, how many trees do we sell every single year? How much is the tree industry worth? This is all part of Canada. It's giving it to us. Okay, this is what this land offers us. As Canadian citizens, why are we not permitted to benefit from this? Well, you say, well, they're paying their taxes. Okay, yeah, I'm paying taxes too, but this land should support us, not the other way around. We're doing it backwards. You know, people bust their ass their entire life just so that they can pay taxes. Like, again, if I want to go buy a wooden table and chairs, I shouldn't be charged for being a lumberjack, making money, cutting down the trees for someone to come pay tax. I'm buying a table and chairs. Or, sorry, this is a product of Canada. The carpenter should not have to, or should have to pay tax to buy the wood from the lumberjack. And then they pay tax on that. Then the person who's buying the table and chairs, they pay tax because it's consumption. Okay? But none of these people pay tax on making money. Do you understand? Okay? The carpenter does not pay tax on his labor to create that table. The lumberjack should not pay tax to cut down the tree, to sell the tree. Now that leads into a whole different conversation. You're only allowed to cut down trees if you're permitted to, and yeah, we need to maintain that. Not everybody go out there willy-nilly chopping down trees. That would be stupid, you killer. Like, if you have any respect for Canada, you wouldn't do something like that. But this is what it's all about. You know, if we want to, I don't know, we want to make steel. Okay? Our income that we take home should not be taxed. Now, with that said, corporations should pay tax because they're exploiting it. They're exploiting Canada and the resources that she offers. So, yeah, corporations should pay tax, and we should pay a corporate consumption tax. But to actually make a living, that's just rude. Welcome to the Fringe.
Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it go. I do think you care. Do you
Welcome to the Fringe.